way to DC to interview Nick Van Lieshout.
When the night falls, baby, I could skywalk, get so lost in my thoughts, then it goes away.
We got about 4.5 hours left. We're eagerly anticipating our arrival into Washington, D.C., the capital of the beautiful United States of America. Francis and I are having a great time. We're bonding big time. My relationship with him has never been stronger. At the same time, it's never been worse. We are eagerly waiting to see our friend Nick Van Lieshout. I suspect he will be extremely excited to see us, because who wouldn't be? He's humble. He doesn't like to put himself out there. He doesn't need to be the spotlight like me. I like to be in the spotlight. I like this. This is making me comfortable right now. You got a camera in my face. This is what I like. What's up, guys? We are at the apartment of Nick Van Lieshout, aka Nvius. He actually lives here. This is where Nightfalls was conceived. All the instrumentals were created in this building. Insane. We were at the wrong apartment. If the EP is a house, I feel like your instrumentals are the foundation, right? Mm-hmm. And then like the lyrics, the content of the EP is kind of like, you know, the interior of the house, and then like maybe the exterior are like the singers used.
Sure.
Because that's like what people see.
You need a good overall like performance. You need like Jack, you know, his like mixing and mastering abilities. Like, you know, I definitely played the biggest part. No, I'm kidding. But
feel free to.
No, I'm not like that. As someone who struggled to like come up with lyrics for songs and stuff, like the lyrics are no small part.
It was fun to write lyrics for a singer who I knew would bring out the best in them, and like you overshot my expectations for the lyrics.
There's something very selfish about me where it's like, you know, I want to have this thing that's like 5-song or 8-song thing that's entirely my own, where I can say like I've done every single part of this.
Yeah.
But there's another part of me where I love to collaborate, and I love to work on things with other people who can kind of provide their own creativity. Because like when you have a bunch of orthogonal mindsets, like that's where like really cool things can come from. There's something about like multi-syllable rhyme that I'm just a huge fan of, like taken from rap and everything. And it's just like, sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
But like there's nothing more satisfying than making something like work both through rhyme and through like meaning.
I recognize that about your songs as a lyric writer myself, and like when I hear you drop in a multi-syllable rhyme on a pop song, I'm catching it and I'm nodding my head.
I try not to do rhymes just for the rhyme.
Right, yeah.
But that can be tough because like sometimes you could have, like Eminem is the GOAT, but sometimes he does things like for just saying a rhyme. Right. Which, I mean, the rhyme can be amazing and that can make up for it.
Yeah, like he's like 5 syllables, 6 syllables, but how much meaning is there?
Right. I try to make a story that everything kind of fits well. But yeah, that's another factor that makes it take a bit of time.
For me, I used to like not drop any verses or not write anything that didn't have at least 2-syllable rhymes in it.
Wow.
But it took a year, maybe a couple years to finally get past that and be like, the meaning actually takes priority over the lyricism or the rhyme scheme to me.
What made you like choose certain songs or like certain vibes that you wanted for like some of the songs on Nightfalls?
When I would receive the instrumental from you, I would just kind of like listen to that instrumental, you know, for a few times and just see what came up, you know, in my heart, really. And like, to me, it's kind of like a form of prayer, because it's like, it stirs up emotions, and I think that's like what music does to a lot of people. It stirs up emotions. So you send me a beat, it's stirring up an emotion. Well, I mean, like, I guess to back up the process, I would find a song, in some cases, from the Chainsmokers that stirred something up in me.
Right.
And then I would send it to you and say, hey, can you make something like this?
I think it's interesting because, like, as you mentioned, like when we were talking about rap, like the instrumental or like the music itself does play a huge part. And like in the old days, there's opera, but that's a totally different thing. It's like when you have symphonies or solo piano work, it is about like the rise and fall of music. That's like what you're kind of focused on. And it's all about, like, it doesn't matter whether it's an Eminem song or like a Beethoven piece, it's about rising and falling tension. So like one of the ways to get that is to, like, you know, add more stuff to the beat. So like in stuff like I learned from like Charlie Puth and like different producers, like if you add like Rick Rubin or somebody else who's like some of the best producers in the world, it's like if you add something after 4 bars or change something every 4 bars, it keeps people interested.
I think this EP turned out, I mean, even better than I expected, and I hope people give it a listen.
Definitely a cool project to work on, and you know, hearing it all come together after a year and a half at this state now, it's like, yeah, hopefully people like it.
Where you